Okay, Abu Abdurrahman had two questions. The first question is quite generic, which is, what is the role of the youth in the current crisis the Muslims face? It is not only the youth's role, it is the entire Ummah. The youth may be addressed not to be impulsive, because usually the youth tend to be impulsive, tend to shoot, then ask questions, tend to do things and apologize. And all of these things are prohibited in Islam. So what to do? They have so much energy in them. They have so much zeal and the need to act. However, this has to be harnessed by the scholars, by the elders, by the people of wisdom, who themselves may not be able to act like them and do the things they can do or achieve what they can achieve, but at least they can give and share with them some of their own wisdom and experience. So the most important thing for the youth is to have scholars leading them, real scholars of Islam, not social media scholars, not muftis from here and there, whether they are bought by the governments or they are self-acclaimed. You have to go to the real scholars who follow the Quran and the Sunnah. Like Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen said, may Allah have mercy on his soul, there are three types of scholars. Scholars of the state, who gives fatwa according to what the governments want, tailor-made. And scholars of the nation. Whatever the majority of the people want, they give them fatwa. Not according to what pleases Allah Azza wa Jal, but rather according to the masses. We want numbers, we want quantities. We're not interested in qualities anymore. And the third type are the scholars of the millah, of the deen. And these are few, but they are known. They don't fear except Allah Azza wa Jal. And they weigh the pros and cons. And they do not give fatwa according to what the masses want to hear, nor what the state wants to hear. So the youth have to abide and have to follow such scholars. As for the general ummah, the crises that we are seeing, these calamities are caused by our distance from Islam. Look around you and you will find that all these crises are caused by the separation between state and religion. Whenever the Muslims say what is in the masjid is in the masjid and what is in the nightclub is in the nightclub, know that they are doomed. And this is what's happening all over the world. We have to go back to square number one. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, Islam started strange and it will get back to becoming strange. So Tuba, which is a big tree in paradise, for those who are among the strangers. So they said, who are those among the strangers? The Prophet said, those who are following my footsteps and the footsteps of the companions. So the youth have to follow the footsteps of the Prophet ﷺ and his companions. And if they manage to do that through the consultation and the guidance of the scholars of Islam, they would be unbeatable. But unfortunately, the enemies of Islam, the hypocrites, the liberals, etc., this is what they are banking on. Separate the youth from their scholars, discredit scholars, tarnish their reputation, accuse them of not knowing anything in this world, accusing them of being petrodollars or scholars for dollars or milkshakes instead of sheikhs, as they claim. All of these words are similar to the words that were used against our Prophet ﷺ, which means that they are walking the same path for being harassed and abused in the same fashion of that the Prophet ﷺ was abused. So this is what I would advise the youth, that they have to abide by their scholars, acquire knowledge, learn the Quran, learn the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, implement it in their lives, walk the talk, and inshallah our calamities will be solved.